Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that a quote or is that for the Halloween special?
No, it's a Halloween special.
Okay. I was
Welcome to the
thinking,
Halloween special. Oh.
I was thinking more ghoulish. Like, welcome to the Halloween special.
Okay, do you want my quote? Because you asked me
All
for a
right.
quote, so I've come up with a quote.
Well,
Let me clear my throat. Sometimes dead is better.
sometimes dead is. Oh,
I know you know it.
sometimes dead is better. It's not Ghostbusters again, is it?
No, unfortunately, it isn't.
Dead
This is
better.
genuinely a traumatizing film. I don't like this film for the reasons.
We watched it when we were young.
We did watch it when we were young. Think of your friend's house as well. That's what I sort of see. I definitely watched it at that
Pet
house.
Cemetery.
Correct.
Cemetery. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was a weird film for us to be allowed to watch at that
Oh,
age.
yeah, 100%.
But I do remember. I got a quote for you this week.
Okay.
You look like a rube, a well scrubbed, hustling rube with a little taste.
I have no idea. Do I know it?
Yeah.
You look like a rube. I genuinely don't know. It doesn't ring any bells.
Uh,
Give me a clue. What? Did you just do a noise? Silence of the Lambs.
yeah.
I don't recognize that quote. Who says that?
Well, it'd be too simple if I said to rub some lotion on your skin or you get the hose again.
Is it Lecter?
Yeah, Lecter says it to Clarice when he's assessing her when he first meets her.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't remember that part. Yeah. Oh, well, fair enough.
I tried to fix something spurious to catch you out, I'll be honest, because the rest of them were too easy.
Yeah, you didn't mention fava beans or
No, that was the
even-
next one if you really wanted a deep clue.
He puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Put the dog in the basket.
What the fuck's in the basket?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that funny enough, that friend's house we were just talking about, he
Yeah.
does have a voice like Buffalo Bill.
He very much does. Yes.
Just naturally. So, okay. Well, welcome to the Zekeism podcast. How are you, Zeke?
I'm all right. I hear you've got Twitter finally.
I did. I finally got some socials. I've been talking about them since day one.
Yeah, first episode.
You did mention in the first episode, yeah. So,
did.
so was this 6-7 weeks? We missed a week because of you, but 6-7 weeks in, we now have socials for Zook. It's Zook is Malarkey. So do give me a follow. I'd love to hear from you.
Rolls off the tongue, that one. Yeah, rolls off the tongue. Yeah, well done. So you got socials finally. That's great. I hear you went to visit. You went to see Nick Offerman last night.
I did. It was a great show. I generally didn't know what to expect before I went there. It was at the Birmingham Town Hall. It was a very intimate venue. Yeah, what do I say about it really? So he had a support act called Joe and Flo. Not normally the type of act I would be into, but they were actually really
Oh,
funny.
Joe and Flo. I love those guys.
They're women.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they're good. They were good. Yeah, Nick Offerman himself. The show was much. It was a book. It was basically an advertisement for his book, Little Woodchucks, which he was
Okay.
giving out copies of. Which he got a signed one from him as well, which was brilliant. So it's a nice one to keep, really. And then at the end of the show, the crowning moment for me was definitely Little Sebastian being sung, which obviously, if anyone fans of Parks and Recreation are listening, it's a very famous song for that audience. But yeah, I mean, I was singing, the crowd was singing. It was
Not a song synonymous with Nick Offerman.
No, it's a Chris Pratt song, obviously.
So I thought-
Sung at the the Harvest Festival, if I'm remembering the episode correctly.
Unity Festival.
It's the Harvest Festival, isn't it?
No, it's the Unity Festival. Well, has he sung? Probably sung it at both.
Oh no, it's when Little Sebastian passes away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what? I think
I'm
we
thinking of the
both-
lyrics to the song now. It's after he passed away.
I think we're both right.
Is it the Harvest Festival and Little Sebastian was supposed to appear, but he passed away? I can't quite remember. I haven't gone through the series in a while.
Can't remember. Yeah,
Great show, though.
we
Love
both
that
might
show.
be right. Yeah, no, yeah, I love it. It's basically like a comfort show. Just watch it. You don't have to
I
sort of
can
think
just
too much.
have it in the background, do whatever I need to do, and every time I look at the screen, I know what's going on.
We've started this Halloween episode poorly because we're talking about Parks and Rec.
We have. Well, you can go back to making the ghost noises.
Ooh.
There we go. Yeah, we're back on brand. What's the ghost name?
Angus.
That's a good ghost name. I'll give it to you. I didn't know what to expect there. That was a good ghost name. Yeah, fair play.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey man, I'm quick. You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick.
Angus. Yeah, I was thinking Beatrice in my head. I thought it was a female ghost.
Oh, you thought I was being feminine.
Yeah.
How very un 2025 of you.
If anything,
For,
that is
for shame.
if anything, that's very 2025.
Why? Every girl has to sound like a woman?
No, what are you saying? But I put the lady in the leading role. That is definitely a very 2025.
Welcome to the podcast.
So something un-Halloween related, but I've seen in the news recently. I know we last few weeks we've been talking about budgets.
Here we go again.
What do you mean?
Here we go again. Just kissing James Gunn every week. Oh, Daddy Gunn.
You cannot lay the same criticism I have for you and Daddy Feige over to me and James Gunn. I'm highly critical of James Gunn. He's made one film I like. The rest of it,
one.
Yeah.
What in DC?
In DC,
Oh, I see,
yeah, yeah, in DC. But it's still pretty much a Guardians film with Superman.
Mhm.
Like until he does something different, my criticism remains. But Clayface, all right, it is on brand for Halloween, kind of, because it is billed as a horror.
Okay.
Like you pointed out, though, as much of a horror as Multiverse of Madness was, but
I was about to point that out. Yeah.
it is on brand for horror, really. It's what it's badged as. But the budget itself has been announced as 40 million, which for me, I'm impressed with. If they make a good film out of that, I think it puts shame to every 200 plus million production that doesn't make money.
Well, horror films should be lower budgeted because they just do. Horror films make money consistently at the box office, make money because they're cheap and because their people want to see them at the cinema, but enough people to garner a profit. So very rarely do you see a horror film lose money at the pictures. At the pictures, God, listen to me. But yeah, I mean, because they budget quite tightly. More film. I mean, have you seen The Creator?
What's that?
Gareth Edwards' film. I think I've got that right. I think it's The Creator, isn't it? With the Denzel Washington's son, I think.
No, I've not heard of it.
It's about an AI robot. It's on Disney Plus. John David Washington, that's his name. I'm sure it's called The Creator. Hold, please.
You are actually correct. Sorry, I was while we were talking there because you mentioned that they are generally lower. I was curious, and yeah, I mean, AI says they're anywhere from 500,000 to 5 million, really, as a standard. But I looked at the Paranormal Activity was very low.
That's a famously profitable film. Yeah,
the Conjuring series, the highest budget they've had for well, they started off at 20 million for number one, and number three, the one that recently came out, was is it the Red Room?
Four? Right. Four is the one that just came out.
Oh, four, right. For the number three was 39 million. So I'd have to see what four was, sure. But they're all very low budgets compared to, like I say, the 200 plus million. But I thought it was an interesting tidbit, really, that if they do manage to pull off a really good DC film on that budget, it's sure to make money. The cast itself, as I mentioned in previous episodes, looks really good as well. But yeah, I'm interested. Yeah.
I think the days are gone where a lesser known character / title, such as Clayface, would garner 100 plus million budget. I'm not going to get into the Warner Brothers situation again because it's something we talk about every week. But yeah, if they're plowing 100 million plus into a film with little to no guarantee of return, I mean, I'm not sure. What's the clamor for a Clayface movie? I know there's a passion for Matt Reeves' universe, for as in the Batman universe, within James Gunn's or not within James Gunn's. I don't know, but whether this is in wait. This Clayface movie is in James Gunn universe, which they've said is not in Matt Reeves' universe, right? He's got a separate pocket thing.
Well, so I believe they are separate.
Right.
I am going to just look now. Hold the call liner. Sorry, hold the line caller, because I believe Matt Reeves is involved in this. Yeah, billed as a horror.
Please hold the line.
It's going to be directed by James Watkins. It's produced by James Gunn and Peter Safran, and Matt Reeves is producing it with Lynn Harris as well. So that's the team who did do the Batman.
Okay, well there you go. So
Yeah.
it's
So
so
for me, that sounds like it exists outside of James Gunn's little thing.
outside, even though they're producing.
Well, he's the head of DC with Peter Safran, isn't he? They're going to
So
have a
his
hand in
names will be on
producing
everything.
everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, universally, I don't feel how they both exist in the same place. They're two tonally different.
Well, James Gunn might not even be head of DC this time next year when it comes out, to be fair. So
It's looking. I don't think it's looking good.
I think if Superman made 1 billion, they might keep him
Yeah.
on, but it didn't. It didn't do badly, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't so great that they couldn't deny him staying on, sort of thing, if push comes to shove and whoever's in charge wants to please whoever's making the decision whether
But
they get the
are they
sale or something.
really going to relaunch DC a third, possibly fourth time at this point in 10
Potentially.
years?
I wouldn't, but I'm not
Well,
making a
15
decision. I
years
haven't got the
even,
money.
15
Yeah.
years. It's what you started with Snyder. You went to what was his name from Buffy that ended up taking over the
Just Sweden.
Joss Whedon.
He,
Sorry,
he
Joss
did a
Whedon.
Justice League. He wasn't really there long.
No, but they went to the way he wanted to make his tone. Didn't do very well. They then
No.
pivoted away from Snyder altogether with loads of different directors overseeing things, and then they've come around to hiring James Gunn to be a Kevin Feige-esque character in that structure.
Yeah.
And if you pivot away from him again, I think you're just going to lose all the fans in the world. Like you're just going to have no hope, no chance at all. You're better off at this point just leaving Matt Reeves where he is, like I always wanted anyway. If that's what's going to happen in the long run.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you.
But anyway, we have dovetailed away from Clayface's budget, but that was what I wanted to bring up as a bit of news this week. Not necessarily Halloween related, but it is billed as a horror, so it did feel fairly relevant.
Well, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. I mean, apparently, Doctor Strange 2: Multiverse of Madness was billed as a horror as well in a similar vein, and it really wasn't. I mean, there was horrific things in it, like the zombie and ghosts, and
Yeah,
it really wasn't.
no.
They promised more because I remember when Scott Derrickson, the original director, was at Comic Con presenting. I think it was 2019, presenting what Doctor Strange 2 was gonna be. And he was like, it's the MCU's first horror film, and it's going to be horrific and stuff. And literally on the same stage, within 5 seconds of him saying that, Kevin Feige went, 12A, it's going to be 12A, don't worry, it's not going to be a horror film. And Scott Derrickson was like, okay, fine. And then he obviously left the project because of creative differences. Sam Raimi comes in, directs a competent film. I like that film. I think it's fun. I fundamentally disagree with what they did with the Scarlet Witch in it, though. It didn't work for me whatsoever, especially if you were fans of WandaVision. Did not cross over whatsoever.
No, because it was very switching character that wasn't really explained very well for that. But what I would say about the Clayface one coming up is it's yes, like you say, Marvel will always build for kids. This doesn't feel built for kids. Just reading the synopsis. Also, a man that gets
Not necessarily
turned
for
into
kids. It's just a mainstream audience, and they always say if you build it, well, here you go. The old logic used to be if you want to make $1 billion, you have to have, R-rated films, right, won't make a lot of money at the box office. Well, in the last few years, that's been completely debunked. First, Deadpool did it. Deadpool Wolverine did it. There's other R-rated films that have made a lot of money at the box office as well. So it is actually an old-fashioned logic. And whether it was the comic book genre, which we're talking about now, couldn't do it. Matt Reeves' Batman wasn't a 12A. That was a 15. Must have been. Yeah, and that made a lot of money as well. So it's an old fashioned logic that they have because they think we'll get more bums in seats if there's a lower age rating. But realistically, if it's a good film, people are excited to see it, they'll go and see it. It doesn't matter what the age rating is, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I think it'll do well though. But like I say, I think they obviously Marvel do bad things to kids more, whereas in that sort of dark tone Matt Reeves does, it does feel like horror. Plus, you have to imagine, right? Ghouls and ghosts and excuse me, sorry, witches are very kiddie themes, but man who gets turned into a glob of clay. I mean, if
Body horror.
If I'm putting it in the horror category, it's like Kevin Bacon in Hollow Man. Do you know what I mean? That's probably where it sits.
That is not the example I thought you were going to give, but,
no, but that's probably where it sits.
Body horror. It's body horror. It sounds like body horror, which would be The Fly. Would probably be a better example, I think.
Well, that is what they described it as, like DC's version of The Fly.
In which case, that has me more excited for it. Look, I've seen the character because I remember him from the animated series. It's an interesting character to an extent, but I'm not sure. I mean, Are you going to make a hero out of the clay face?
They kind of made a hero out of the Penguin.
Not really.
You haven't got to the end of the series.
I haven't, but he's not a hero in the series.
You haven't got to the end of the series.
No, but I doubt that you're going to be rooting for the character to succeed at the end of it. From where I
think,
am.
Well, yeah. I think you'd be surprised.
All right, okay, fine. I'll hold.
The Penguin is fantastic, by the way. Recommend it to anyone. Recommend you finish it, Zeke.
Okay, I will if I can be bothered. Speaking of horror films, which we weren't, but sort of, but yes, but yeah, we move on. I don't really know what your type of horror film is, weirdly. Considering we're brothers,
I sent you my list.
Each other.
Did you not?
No. Yes, but for the purposes of conversation, numbnuts, I don't really know what kind of horror films you were into.
Well, for me, a horror isn't slasher porn. It's not, torture films. It is one. I mean, my main ones I find fascinating, interesting, that I want to see. I don't know whether it's our Catholic upbringing. It's the theological, the nunneries, the ones that mess with God and religion and things like that. Like those are always the ones I gravitate towards more than anything. I don't know about yourself. I mean, you've got quite eclectic with horrors, I think.
Well, I thought so, but because I did say I was going to try and do a video on my YouTube channel about horror Halloween films, and I didn't actually get round to it. So, but I did write a script for it, and actually with my films that I've listed, yeah, they are very. I don't want to say samey, but there are sort of certain tropes or types of horror films that I clearly like more than others. so actually, yeah, that does sort of ring true a little bit. Religious theological stuff such as The Exorcist and sort of Stigmata and all that sort of stuff I find really interesting anyway. Probably because of our upbringing. Yeah, probably because of our upbringing. I find those really interesting anyway. Doesn't have to be Christian or Catholic stuff either. It just sort of religious symbology. That sort of lore that they mix up and sort of play with a little bit in horror tropes. Mostly, if you've seen exorcism films, they're usually steeped within Christian and Catholic mythology and lore. But if you've seen stuff like, I'm trying to think, I've seen stuff like oh gosh, I mean other cultures that are represented in those types of films as well. Witchcraft and other things that you can see. Voodoo, even historic.
Those ones
interesting.
Never come for me personally. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, when I look at the things I've really liked, apart from the niche films, like there are some nichey ones where it's just like a scenario or something happening where I've been like, oh my god. But generally speaking, like the ones I remember, the ones I want to watch again, are all around that sort of, like say, religious and theological. I think it's because I think it's one of those unknowns, isn't it? Is there a god? Is there not a god? Do you know what I mean? All the rest of it, but equally, it's
Let's not get into that.
Part of our. I'm not getting into that on the podcast.
No, God no.
There's too much to go into there. I don't even want to. but yeah,
just undercut my joke.
But if what?
You just undercut my joke.
What was your joke?
I said God no.
Well, it went over my head.
Under your head.
Let's not start pumping pumpkins again. Jesus, let's move on. Yeah. Pumpkin carving. Recommend it. Want to get into it. Let's talk about it.
Recommend it as well. YouTube it. It's good. It's really interesting. It's very therapeutic watching them carve pumpkins.
Well, yeah, just see all the intricate patterns. If I did pumpkin, it wouldn't be just standard smiley face. Sorry, I'm deviating massively from what we're talking about.
You're massively deviating. I hate the smell of pumpkin. Can't stand it.
Well, obviously, I don't think you should ever listen to this podcast, but do you remember the pumpkin soup that our old dear used to make when she'd carve a pumpkin?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Off-putting for many years to be anywhere near a pumpkin. It was not good soup.
Have a month and a half of pumpkin smell ripping through the house. Yeah, that'll put you off it.
Fridge would hum. But yeah. But I'll tell you what, like, should we launch into what your favourite horror film of all time is?
Yes and no. I've got a plan actually for it, but I thought, so if you would just go through, okay, what have you been watching over the last month? Because I'll be honest, like I treat Halloween the same as I do Christmas. From the 1st of October to the end of October, I'm sort of watching Halloween stuff, horror films, series that I like and I like to sort of save up for this time of year. in a weird way because it's seasonal. It's sort of in vogue. I've got a daughter now who's into Halloween as well, so it's sort of like the season for Halloween films. So yes, I mean like stuff I've been watching. So I've been I rewatched Stranger Things, which is in vogue because the new series is coming out next month. Also, it's very Halloween based in terms of being very much the spooky sort of show. Haunting of Hill House. Don't know if you've seen that. It's a really great series. I like to rewatch that every year. That's a really good series as well.
No, never seen it. What's
Mike
it about?
Flanagan. It's about ghosts, basically, but it's a really well told story. So I don't actually want to say anything because it will spoil the surprises that are in the show. So if you get and you like scary things, God, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, you know who's in it? Elliot from ET.
I would not tell that guy if I saw him now. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I mean, I haven't seen ET for living 20 years.
Yeah. Well, both are good. So you recommend ET, although ET is not necessarily Halloween based, but yeah, I mean, I watch all the classics, Nightmare on Elm Street and the Halloween series, but it does depend on the film. The Fly is usually a favorite of mine every year to watch around this time because it's very body horror based. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's a hard film to watch because it is unsettling. It's very. I mean, we talked about this when we talked about the Ed Gein show. The influence of it and whatever my thoughts on that show were. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is genuinely a hard watch. Even now, it's like 50 years old, maybe more than that. Thinking about it, but
they remade it recently, didn't they? I'm sure
the remakes suck. Don't watch any of the sequels or any of the remakes because they don't. They're rubbish. Watch the original. With basically no blood in the whole thing. It's far more effective 50 years ago. Far more effective, far more unsettling, and far more scary than anything that's come afterwards.
Well, yeah, I had to have this debate with my partner because we were talking about our favorite films and what because I was saying about how, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, right? I don't really put the slasher movies in that category of horror myself because like I say, for me they're more like you don't want to look at the screen for the grotesqueness of what's happening, not necessarily like when I watch films, I want to feel. Do you know what I mean? And
I agree.
The horrors I look at, I more want to feel. I do want when I finish watching it, I want to go up the stairs and look over my shoulder like an idiot, thinking about the film I just watched. You know what I mean? I think behind me.
Yeah, I think similarly to you, gore and serial killer and slasher stuff really does nothing for me. I think. In a weird way, I think that's based far more in reality than I want it to be. Spooky season is about the fantastical. So I think that goes to sort of my list of favorite films, actually, or my things I like watching are based in fantasy, are based in sort of like otherworldliness. Having people dress up in a mask and try and kill loads of people or torture porn stuff I hate with a passion because they are usually grotesque for the sake of being grotesque rather than actually telling a decent story, presenting decent characters, having moral arguments or interesting things to say. They are usually just hack slash for the sake of making an audience go, oh, and I just think that's silly.
Yeah. No, I think it's lazy. And I want to watch a film to make me feel like something inside that makes me think about it afterwards. And like I say, that it's that feeling when you're going up the stairs. I don't know about you after you've watched a horror and you, as an idiot, you know it's not true, but you'll turn around and go, the nun's behind me, or do you know what I mean? There's something here that you're being stupid in your own mind, but you've let the film take over because it's made you feel that thing.
What a quirky nickname for your partner, the nun. Why do you call her that?
Well, I'll tell you what. Like where we grew up, right next to the lake.
Yeah,
that is what made The Ring such a prominent film for me growing up because in the middle of the night when you need to go to the bathroom and you look out that window and you'd see the fog across the lake.
There's a well there.
It just and then we had the well next to it.
There's a well right next to the lake.
Always look at that, and I'd be running to the bathroom and I'd be running back to my bedroom afterwards. When I'm in my room, I'm safe, but that little bit in between would always feel like
to rinse you over that. But no, I do agree with you. That was a freaky sight to see The Ring when we were teenagers, and then look outside and see, oh, there's a foggy lake with a well there.
And I'll tell you what else. We had. Do you remember we had a TV each? With a DVD player inside it. Now, I don't know about if I'm remembering correctly, right? Because I do remember this happening. The old static screens, you don't really get them on TVs anymore. So if you fell asleep during a film and it had gone off,
Yeah.
it would just switch to static.
Uh-huh.
So when I wake up and that static screen is on there, and like I say, I need to go to the bathroom. It's a very eerie feeling. The lake's over there. It's foggy. There's the well. Got to run to the bathroom. Like it was all just in that environment. I mean, that's why The Ring holds prominent. But like I say, just going back to what I was saying, the films that make me feel are definitely the ones that I've always had a passion for, and I prefer.
Yeah, again, I'd love to rinse you over your fear of the well and the lake and stuff, but no, I do echo it. And especially our little brother used to deliberately leave my telly on static so that I would wake up and or get freaked out by it.
I don't think he knew about The Ring and stuff, but he probably
He
just
did
lazy.
with me. He did with me, little git. Anyway, so yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we sort of share the same sort of likes then in terms of horror. But I mean, we'll be very general then. I thought it'd be fun to do a little exercise in terms of like name your favorite film, name your favorite film, and
Well, the only one I really, when I look down my list, because they are very theme-ish,
so for example, like what's your favorite vampire film?
and that's the only one I have.
Oh, you've only got
So-
one trope.
Well, everything else is like I say, it's in that religious and
It's like
theological
a
sort of
subgenre of
environment.
horror film.
Yeah.
Sort of go
So,
through,
but the only one, well, and I suppose some of them you could put ghosts maybe, but 30 Days of Night. It's not necessarily a scary film, but I love it. It make like again, I love
good one.
the story. I love the way it was filmed. I saw it in the cinema, God, and when it came out, what late to mid 2000s,
Yeah.
mid to late, should I say the other way around?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always liked that film. I think it's a great film. I haven't watched it for a long time, but when I was writing this list out, and that was one of the ones I had, I thought, oh, I'd actually quite like to watch that again.
Fair enough. No, I don't disagree. That 30 Days a Night is a good one. I didn't think of that one. Yeah, for me, like vampire film, for example, I've gone lazy. I said Bram Stoker's Dracula because it is still good. The one with Gary
Reeves?
Oldman, Keanu Reeves. Yes, not because of Keanu Reeves. Definitely not. We think we mentioned this a couple of episodes ago.
We did.
We did. Yeah. It's.
Was it?
I think it's still great.
Bad performance in a good film. I think you put it in.
Oh, that was last week. Yeah, it was me. Yeah, it's. The film is so good. The film is still so, despite Keanu Reeves, bless him. I like Keanu Reeves, but he's terrible in that film. But the film is great. It's so well made and it's so interesting. I love the lore, I love the story. I know because I could reference. Have you seen the Nosferatu that came out last year?
No, that's not the one with. No, I'm thinking of Ren. The one with,
You're thinking of
Nicolas
Renfield,
Cage.
aren't you?
Renfield, yeah, I'm thinking of Renfield
With
No, I
Nicholas
haven't seen
Holt and
Nosferatu.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, no.
Nicholas Holt is in Nosferatu, actually, weirdly.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
But no, Nosferatu is basically the story of Dracula. The story of Nosferatu, just to get off topic, it's a rip-off of Dracula from the 30s.
Yeah,
is what it was. And so they obviously have remade the remake of the rip-off of Dracula. But it's really well done. It is interesting, but it is Dracula story told in a weird way, in a really sort of slightly different, very stylized, very good, very weird as well, very strange, but it is good to horror film. The guy who plays Nosferatu is the same Bill Skarsgård, same guy who played Pennywise.
yeah.
he's
He seems
good.
very typecast, that guy, bless him. But he's
He's
yeah,
good.
He's only popping up in all those weird and wonderful films where there's a quirky character to play.
Oh, yeah, Johnny, you can't cast Johnny Depp anymore in those roles, so you get Bill Skarsgård.
You
it
get Bill
seems, yeah.
Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Is that a leak? Are you saying he's the next Jack Sparrow?
I never said that, but I like him. He's a good actor.
Okay. Yeah, I've got no problem. I think he's all right.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ghost is a very general one. It's funny because I was trying to do some. You know, when you think, no, not Ghost. The Patrick Swayze.
Oh, all right. I was going to say.
A ghost film, and you Google just for a little bit of inspiration. You go, oh, what are the ghost films? You know, in there.
Yeah.
The ones that are listed under ghost films that Google was presenting to me, I was thinking, not sure about that. There's like really loose, like Sleepy Hollow. I'm like,
Oh, I put
yeah, I guess so, but not really.
well,
but yeah.
Insidious would be for me a ghost film, you know, possibly
well,
The
I mean, 'cause
Conjuring as
that's-
well. Although the Warrens' history is riddled with proof that they were probably
inaccuracies and embellishment, to say the least.
yeah. But I like those. I like the films. Do you know what I mean? I do like the films, but
Yeah, Insidious is a weird one because I mean, because that's the demonic film. The demons, I guess, would class as ghosts in a weird way, but not
Yeah,
really.
that's what I'm
I
thinking.
Get it? Yeah, weird, like subgenre conversation. I mean, like Candyman's under there as ghost film. Do you think that's a ghost film?
I mean, being really technical, and it's in my list of bad horror films. But The Invisible Man, by Candyman's basis, would be in a bad horror in a horror film. Sorry,
Which Invisible Man is on there?
Invisible Man,
Yeah.
the one with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Hollow Man.
Hollow Man, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that is Invisible Man. No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, that's a film. That's a.
It is a film. I watched the remake
It's a
recently.
very of a certain time film as well.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, a ghost. I mean, no, probably not. I was going to almost put A Quiet Place in that category, but it's not really.
Well, Hollow Man's Paul Verhoeven, who I'm a massive fan of. RoboCop, Starship Troopers, Fatal Attraction. I think is him as well. Feels like him. Um, yeah, that film is of it. It's very dated. It's of its time.
Okay, yeah.
It's got a slight
I
tinge
watched
of
the
it.
remake recently, and it's not. It's okay if you just want something on, but it's
Oh,
not.
the one with Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
From
came out during
Handmaid's Tale.
pandemic.
Yeah,
Yeah, it came out during pandemic.
it's
Yeah.
yeah,
I must admit, there
it's
was
a
one of these.
film. Let's put it that way. It's yeah. I wouldn't.
It's so funny because it's not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination, and it has definitely got a message to say about, which is what I sort of the point of it is very sort of a message first film. It's like hammering home, abuse and all. It's very much sort of a well told story about an abusive relationship and sort of having to get out of that first and foremost. Then you get the sort of weird loops that it takes in terms of the invisibility and all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But some people absolutely rave about the film, and when I watched it, knowing that people were raving, it's always the thing is where people hype up your expectations about watching something,
Yeah.
right? And then you end up seeing it, and you're going, it's not hitting for me the same as it would if I had knew nothing. That's why you should always see a film with no knowledge, no
That is
prior
genuinely
knowledge.
how we came to watch it. Because I watched it with my partner, and she'd heard loads of good things about it. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
watched The Handmaid's Tale, so we're a fan of the Elizabeth Moss, the actress. And sure enough, yeah, we watched it. It was okay. Do you know what I mean? It was okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad film.
It's
No.
not a bad film, but it wasn't gripping. I wasn't, let's say, I wasn't feeling that horror vibe from it that I was expecting. The trailer is very ominous. You'd think, what's
But we're
happening
both-
here? Do you know what I mean? Like, but when you put it on, it's quite
We're both
quite
males.
flat. Sorry.
We're both males.
Oh, right, okay. What you're saying that
It's
there's
sort of the point of the film. It's not for
yeah,
us.
I get that.
So
Yeah.
I don't, maybe that's just something we disregard. But yeah, there may be a point to that. Other tropes I've got. I mean, like, I said, like Frankenstein films, but there was really not much
That's
to pick.
very. I mean, it has to be a Frankenstein film, wouldn't it?
Do you want me to tell you mine?
Frankenstein.
No, Young Frankenstein. That's my favorite Frankenstein.
I was going to say. I was
film.
trying to think what the comedy one was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be. That's the best one.
Is there any others? It's literally Frankenstein or
Is,
Young Frankenstein, isn't
the
there?
one that Kenneth Branagh did with the Robert De Niro as the monster, which is very boring. I think it's very slow and ponderous and very sort of it's really artistic, but not in an interesting way like Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman was. Not very interesting.
Yeah.
Which
No,
film?
no.
I picked Hocus Pocus. Sorry, you're not
The
gonna.
witch film.
Yeah, not gonna beat that. That is the quintessential witch
it's
film.
not
Family
a-
friendly, weird.
I'm sorry. That's
Very
as much-
90s.
It's as
What?
much a horror film as Clayface or Multiverse of Madness.
I think it's way more in the horror category than
No
any of those
way.
films. Yeah, no, I agree.
Maybe
It's
it
been a
is.
while since you've seen it.
It's not a scary film.
I didn't say it was a scary film. I said it was my
But this
favorite
is-
witch film.
You would put that in the horror category.
Yeah, well, it has only Halloween category.
A Halloween category is not the same as a horror category, in my opinion.
Well, I think both are one in the same.
Halloween is
Halloween's still for
trick-or-treat
children as
and
well. Yeah.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and do you know what I mean? That's
Oh, you
Halloween.
nicked my other answer. No, I'm joking. If you wanted a posh answer, I can give you a posh answer. Was that your
Go
phone?
on, hit me
going
with
off?
a proper.
Was that your phone? Was that your phone?
Don't say Scarlet.
Was that your phone?
What?
I heard a ding.
No, I haven't done anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't hear
Ignore me then.
anything. That's just your end, my friend.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to give you a posh answer, Suspiria. Have you seen Suspiria?
No, tell me more.
It's a good film. Very artsy, sort of, up. If you want me to give you a up my own arse answer, then it would be Suspiria. The 2018 remake with Tilda Swinton is really good. It's really, really freaky.
Okay, yeah, I like.
Basically,
Tilda.
it's about essentially, without spoiling anything, the plot is there's a ballet school / dance studio, and you've got some young recruits, basically, and it turns out the dance school is being run by a coven of witches. That's basically the film. without spoiling anything. But it's really effective, really freaky.
Okay.
Yeah, I recommend it. And zombie film I wrote down. I
Is
like
it
Return.
the one Zack Snyder did?
Hell no, no. Although I don't mind that film, but it's Dawn of the Dead. You mean his remake?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no. You're talking about the rubbish one he released
The
during
one with the
pandemic.
heist in like Vegas. Yeah.
Hell no, not that one. Dawn of the Dead. I will big up. Here's Dawn of the Dead from 2000 and something, early 2000s. That's genuinely good with Ving Rhames. That's a good film. No, Return of the Living Dead is mine.
For zombies?
Weird, for zombies. It's a weird 80s sort of, but it freaks me the hell out when I watch it. It's got that awful looking zombie and that mannequin that's alive as well. It's a really weird film about these two semi-idiot warehouse workers, and they unleash unknowingly this government test gas or contagion, and then that ends up creating zombies and so forth. But it's very of its time, and it freaks me the hell out. I like it. It's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite zombie film. That's why I've listed it.
Okay. I mean, of all time would probably be. I mean,
I probably would. It's the zombie film I look forward the most to watching, so that's why I put it in my favorite zombie film.
What I was gonna say, of all time, we mentioned it earlier, would probably be Pet Sematary for me. But recency bias, definitely the 28 Years Later I watched earlier this year. Like that series, 28 Days, 28 Months, and 28 Years. I don't even know if it really qualifies as a zombie film because it's kind of medically induced. But
no, that's a zombie film. That did 28.
Yeah,
28
you put them
definitely
there?
zombie
Okay,
film.
yeah,
definitely zombie film.
But yeah, for me, I love those films. They're not really
Dead Reanimating. That's a zombie film.
well. I can see it. It makes me, like I say, making me feel is the criteria, and it makes me feel because you can see it kind of happening for real. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting concept. But I love those films anyway, so that's what I'd put as a zombie film myself.
I'll say something controversial. I don't like the 28 films. 28
None of
years
them.
later, days later. I'll tell you for why. There's
Even
nothing
Cillian
wrong
Murphy's original.
with shaky cam. It does my head
But
in.
it was done on a real cheap budget. That first one,
I
wasn't it?
know, but I find it unwatchable. It's the same way.
Okay.
Do you remember when they not remade the sequel to Jason Bourne came out in, I don't know, mid 2000s or something, end 2010s?
Mm-hmm.
The camera wouldn't still for a second, so I ended up just like watching it with my eyes jiggling the whole time, and honestly, it induces a migraine. So I can't watch it for that reason. And nothing wrong with the film per se. I like Cillian Murphy, like I said. Danny Boyle, the film's great.
And you're not biased because 28 Days Later came out around the same time as Resident Evil, which you were a huge fan of.
I like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I can't. It's a schlocky rubbish film, but yeah, I like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the sequels?
None. I only watched that first one that we had.
Absolute dog shit.
I saw some weird series, funny enough, on Netflix.
They're like B movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like B movies. The series they made is trash as well. The Netflix one.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't seen
that's
anything
rubbish.
of it till then. Sorry, sidetrack on that. But
No,
yeah,
Resident Evil's
no.
a great game to play if you want a
I love
horror
the games.
Halloween
Love
game.
the games. I played The
Movies
Village
and TV
recently.
are rubbish.
Yeah, what they are talking about horror, talking about the time of year. That is very scary. They can be very scary games. Make me jump sometimes. I played The Village last year.
Yeah.
Very good.
Do you play like Alan Wake or The Evil Within or anything? One of those serial killer sort of games?
No, I wouldn't say I'm too massive on the horror game side of things. You know what I mean? But you see a good Resident Evil. It's about the story. Do you know what I mean? I like a good story.
Alien Isolation. Play that.
Alien Isolation. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You want a spooky game? Play that. That's freaky.
Yeah,
as
give
hell.
that a go.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at it after this podcast to see what it's like.
Well, we spoke about my list of favorite films. I put together 10 to make a video on my channel, like I said earlier. I didn't end up making that video. So, boo-hoo. Sorry, I know you're really upset for me. So yeah, don't worry. Here's a wager. I have my list of 10. I've created 10, and this wasn't a ranking like my 10th favorite to my first favorite. It was just like these are my 10 favorite Halloween films, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gone to pot. That's not happening. I will give you
Lazy.
£2. You got
Go
10
on.
guesses. I will give you £2 for every guess you get right of one of my top 10 or one of my 10 favorite
Are we
Halloween
making it
films.
sound like I need £2? I
I
play for
didn't.
respect.
Hey man,
I play for respect.
I did
I'm just
not
saying.
infer anything about your financial
I play for
situation.
pride,
Not that I have
kudos,
any
and
knowledge of
respect.
it. No, no, no. I was just inferring. Look, I'll lower it if you want. £1 a film. I was trying to incentivize you to participate, but fine.
Incentivize me.
Yeah,
Participate. I like winning.
fine.
But go on. So you want me to guess the 10?
So 10p per film then, because of what you just said.
No, I'm not playing that low.
Exactly.
Go back to £2.
Yeah, £2 a film. I'm happy to do this. So every film you get right that's on my list.
Okay.
I'll present the list because we're watching each other on the cameras just afterwards, so you can vouch for they were on here.
The Ring.
No,
No.
no, it's not on there.
The Grudge.
Correct.
The
So
Grudge.
that's £2. £2. The Grudge is on there.
Wait, can I just clarify? Sorry, films that you're scared of, or your just favorite
No,
in the horror genre?
my 10 favorite horror films. Something I
Right, okay.
put thought together to make this video. The video didn't happen. Here are my 10 on the list. I'm thinking I'll give you £2 for everyone you got right. So you've had two guesses. You've got one right.
So I only
That's
get 10
£2.
guesses.
You get 10 guesses. So you've got 8 left.
8 left. What?
Use them wisely.
I am. Yeah. I'm trying to think. This is such a wide. It's because like
I
we
should have had Sully ready. Damn.
All I've got to say is you should have had Sully really at least.
Yeah, I should have had Sully ready.
But what I would we've discussed, haven't we? The genre is very broad. Sorry, so for what you would put in the category, I might not consider for me. So like
True, but they are films I talk about. I don't know,
like we discussed
regularly,
last week, or was it the week before, where you'd put Ghostbusters in there, for example. I would never in a million years put Ghostbusters in that sort of category.
Did I say I put Ghostbusters in my list?
You did at the time,
Did I? Oh, okay.
yeah. Because you said what time of year
Is that
is
what-
it? And
is that when you
I
guessed
said
it?
Christmas, and you were like, "It's Halloween."
It's relatable. Ghostbusters. Yeah, exactly. Wait,
Is
is
Ghostbusters
that
on
one of
your
your
list?
guesses?
That's not
Is that
a
one of your
guess.
guesses. It's not a
Yes,
guess.
actually, yes. Yeah, go
Guess.
on.
It's not on my list. You
Right, so
chose
it's not a horror film
poorly.
then. So you lied 2 weeks ago.
chose
It's not on the list.
poorly.
Okay.
No,
Just-
that
just
argument. That argument 2 weeks ago was about Ghostbusters being relevant around Halloween time, which I would advocate it definitely is. So, F
But
you.
that would put it in the horror category.
As it is, I think it is in the horror category. How can you not say it is?
But you love Ghostbusters and it's not on that
I do
list, so
love
you
Go-
don't
yeah.
put it in that category.
It's not one of my Halloween films. I'll watch it all year round. It's not one of my Halloween films. This is a
Right.
personal list, dickhead. This is a personal list. It's not the de facto Halloween.
did say you're looking down that list and you like the theological and the
7 guesses less, by the way.
you like the theological and the religious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. Not on the list.
Exorcist isn't even on your list.
Nope. You chose poorly.
One of the Conjurings.
I'll give you that. Correct.
One of the Insidious.
Oh my god, you're rifling through these. So 6 guesses you've had, 2 right. You got 4 guesses left.
Like I said, because the genre is very broad depending on how you look at it. And you've told me films that you loved before, and I can't believe they've not made it on there. Like The Ring, for God's sake.
Maybe these were red herrings in order to play this quiz with you. Maybe.
all day long, I would have put.
Oh, it's a quiz.
So you have
For the purposes of people listening who are wondering what my impression of, it's the old man at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, who's in the cave, and he's like, "You chose wisely, you chose poorly."
Oh, okay, I remember now. Right, yeah,
The old knight of the
the old knight who just wants to retire.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what to do films that you would put in there. I mean, you are a Elizabeth Olsen stan.
Lover.
Silent House.
Wow. No.
Okay.
That was a pull. That was a swing.
No, no,
It
you
was.
love Elizabeth Olsen. I
I
really
do
would have
love
put that
Elizabeth Olsen,
down.
but
Not because I think it's a film you particularly like, but because
you thought I'd put her on it because
your list has clearly been tailored so that I don't get any.
that's not
Um,
true. These are my
that is
genuine
absolutely
list.
true. That's absolutely
No,
true
it's
because there are
not.
some missing from here that should be on there.
It's not
You
true.
love Ghostbusters, you put it in the horror category. It's not on your top 10, like for example, or The Ring, the one I know that has had more impact on you, like it has on me throughout our lives as a scary
Yeah,
film,
I
is
like
not on
it.
your list.
I like it. I don't love it. It's not on the list.
All right, okay. Can I just clarify? It's not a guess, but
Yeah,
I think you're being unfair if the Japanese version of The Ring, for example, isn't on that list,
Ringu.
is on that list, but The Ring isn't, for
I
example.
would. I would genuinely. I'm not counting as a guess. I would give you a point if you said the ring. If Ringu was on there, does that make
Are you
sense?
saying it's not on there?
it's not on there. No, and
Okay,
I'm
but
not taking
that's
that
what
as
I
a
was
guess. I'm
gonna say.
saying
If I'd have said
if
The
you
Ring,
said the ring and I had Ringu on there, I wouldn't be such a dick to go. No,
that
that's
is what I was
wrong.
checking. That is what I
Yeah,
was
no,
checking.
no, no.
That is
Don't
what I was
worry.
checking.
No, it's not on
Right.
there. You got the grudge right. You got the grudge. Actually, do you want me? Honest truth, I put the grudge on there, and part of my description was going to be on the video, by the way. Was going to say like it was between the grudge and the ring, and I find the grudge more creepier, so that's why the grudge is on there.
Really, that's interesting. I've never seen The Grudge.
Never. I
Never.
recommend it.
My partner's seen it, and we were going to put it on earlier, but I started making the noise. All I know about it is the noise, and she didn't want to watch it because she said it's really creepy.
Genuinely, I saw it at the cinema when it came. Oh, sorry, the American remake. I saw it at the
I
cinema when
only
it
know
came
the
out.
noise because you used to make the noise to me.
Yeah, it's freaky
Yeah.
as hell. That film. That film messed me up. Yeah, yeah. That film messed me up, and that's why it's scarier than The Ring. Even though The Ring, you're right, was effective to me. The Grudge is scarier, in my opinion.
Pretty much the last time I saw Sarah Michelle Gellar in anything as well. But I haven't seen this film. But after Scooby Doo, she went quiet, and then she did this, and then she's gone quiet again.
Yeah, I know she's in the latest. Who
They're
what's it called?
remaking Buffy, aren't they?
Oh, what's it called? Yeah, but she'll probably be in that. But what's the? I know what you did last summer. The latest one that came out, she's in that.
Oh,
apparently.
okay, okay,
Yeah, because she was in the original.
okay. So trying to think.
You got 3 guesses left. Just FYI.
Can
So,
I ask? I mean, what are they really mixed and varied, or is they
sh-
are they recency, or are they old? Like, can I just ask?
they're all over the shop in terms of time frame. If that's what you're asking,
Okay,
I
so
will give you. I will give you. I don't know how many clues I should give you because you should probably you should know me really well.
well,
Um,
not really
I'll
when
give
it
you
comes to this genre, because
thematically.
your opinion on what is horror is wildly around the place compared
All
to
right, I'll
the
give you
discussion we had on
thematically.
Ghostbusters.
Whatever. I'll give you thematically. Do you know what? I'm not going to do that actually, because that will give it away.
I'm just gonna make some swings.
Swing away, Merle.
Long legs,
Incorrect.
heretic.
Heretic.
Yes,
Uh-uh.
Event Horizon.
Oh, freaking hell. No way. So that's 10 guesses. I think you wasted your last 3, personally. I think you're bored of the game and you want to get out.
No, I've literally. I'll tell you why, because they're in my niche likes, right? On my
Oh,
list.
okay. You think I'm
So
niche.
I just went swinging because
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, you got... Congratulations, you won £4. Just so you know. You got 2 out of 10.
I'll take a coffee when I next see you.
That's fine. I'll wait. I'll swing the money over to you. So you got The Conjuring, right? And you got The Grudge, to be fair. So those genuinely are on my list.
Hang on, you said
Other-
Insidious. You said Insidious was one there as well, didn't you?
No, Insidious ain't on there.
Oh,
That
okay.
was one of your failed guesses.
Oh, okay.
The first Alien is on there.
No.
I love the first Alien film, and I
I
prefer it
wouldn't
over
put-
Aliens. This is a
Thriller, not horror.
no, you're thinking of Aliens. This is my point. This is the point I was actually going to explain in my video. Thank you very much for it. Thank you very much for being the simpleton you are and demonstrating the argument I was going to present in my video. A lot of people online prefer Aliens to Alien. I don't. I prefer the first one. The first one's genuinely, in my opinion, a better film. I like
It's not horror.
Aliens. What?
It's not horror though.
The first Alien film.
Yeah, it's there are thrillers. I wouldn't put them. I put this is what I mean. The category.
Okay, question.
The category
When-
can be interpreted in so many different ways.
True.
I thought of Alien about that. I did think of
True.
Alien, but I
And
was
this is
thinking,
a subjective
that's not a horror
list. That's
film.
why no, this is a subjective list. This was my personal 10 favorite horror/Halloween films to watch around this time. That was the point of my video. That was the point of this.
I'm going to
whole
say,
exercise.
I think with Aliens as one of your picks, recency bias.
It's not. It's Alien, the first one.
Recency
You're
bias.
doing it. No, it's not.
Yeah,
You're
because I
doing
know
it.
you've rewatched them recently for the series.
Doesn't matter. They're
So
50.
this is what I'm saying. It wouldn't have
The
been.
film is 50 years old. I saw it when I was a
I'm not
teenager.
saying, I'm not saying you haven't seen it before a few times, but I know that it's on there because you've watched it. If you hadn't seen that series, if that series hadn't come out in August, that wouldn't be on your list today.
I would disagree with you.
I do not. I think so.
You
Anyway,
disagree.
carry on.
You can argue with me all day long. This is my list, not yours. So
Well,
whatever.
I'm just not happy I didn't win. What,
I
£20?
know you're not happy. You lost. Take it like a man. Alien, because the first Alien is better than Aliens in my opinion. A lot of people online love Aliens. I like Aliens. It's a war movie. It's James Cameron, but the first one's better in my opinion. Much more up my alley. Paranormal Activity is on there. That freaks me the hell out. Doesn't matter where or when I watched the first Paranormal Activity. I got freaked out the first time I saw it. I still get freaked out even though I know what's going to happen. It's a really effective. I know there's a lot of hate towards the Paranormal Activity films.
I enjoy them.
Because they've been done to death, I think, the found footage thing. I get that. The first one is still really effective. I think it's really freaky. And I think it genuinely is my favorite. So that's on the list.
It's the ending.
Yeah, well, it's not just the ending; it's the build-up to the ending. It actually is a really effective, low-budget.
Where you think everything's okay, and then she's
it's a really effective, low-budget building of tension, and it did for me what Blair Witch didn't do because I was not the generation that went to see Blair Witch at the cinema.
No, Blair Witch is pony.
Yeah, exactly. That did nothing for me. This did something. This is probably my Blair Witch from my generation. So there you go. Cabin in the Woods. I love Cabin in the Woods.
I would never have put that on your list.
It's one of my Halloween films. I love it. Comes around every year.
I would never have thought that, but yeah. Okay.
Have you seen it?
I'm aware of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant. Okay, well there you go.
Just it's not something I look at and I go, ooh.
I mentioned it earlier. Return of the Living Dead. It's one of my favorite films.
Okay.
One of my favorite Halloween films. It's the best zombie film in my opinion as well. Hereditary is on there. I love Hereditary.
You like Hereditary?
Toni Collette. Hereditary is brilliant.
The ending was a bit pony for me.
I'll give you the
The build-up was good. It was good till it got to the end, and it was a bit like, really?
But I think it's so effective. Yeah, the ending's like, okay, fine, it is what it is. But I think the ending's fine. It sort of makes sense for the story.
Clarify, that's where the
King Payman,
the kid loses the head on the telephone
that's at the beginning of the film.
And then they treat the older brother or whatever like crap.
The
sister. I forget.
The demon was trying to get into the son the whole time. Yeah,
and there's some weird cult going on.
Yeah, King Payman's cult.
Yeah.
That's Hereditary. I know you're gonna hate this one.
Ghostbusters.
No, Little Shop of Horrors. I love Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. That is not a horror film.
I never said it was a horror film. I said it was a Halloween film. It's a musical.
A Halloween list, not a horror list.
Yes. I said this. I outlined this.
Ghostbusters should be on there then.
I outlined this at the beginning, and you didn't listen to me because you never listen to the specifics. You just go, yeah. I think what I think, and I do what I do. And
I hear keywords.
Yeah, you skim read. You skim listen as well.
Horror list mine.
Like a moron. Yeah.
So got all the basics there.
Little Shop of Horrors is brilliant. I love it. I watch it every year. I love it. End of story. I don't even need to justify it. It's great.
That's your list. You don't have to justify anything.
Thank you. You're right. The thing
is why Ghostbusters should be on there if it was your list.
It is my list. Ghostbusters I can watch all year round. I don't associate with Halloween, so fuck you.
You need to re-listen to the pod from a few weeks ago.
I don't think in the podcast I said, oh, by the way, moron, it's on my Halloween list.
You love it. You said this time of year. You've got to...
Yeah, I do love it this time of year, but it's not on my list of Halloween films.
Because it's not a Halloween film.
So what's your problem?
I
don't understand.
Shirley, I missed out on £16 for your weird answers to these questions.
You were never going to get all these because you don't know me. You think you do, but I don't.
I've never professed to know you.
The Thing is brilliant.
The Thing.
Kurt Russell.
Remind me of the storyline.
You must have seen The Thing.
It's ringing a bell.
In the facility in the Antarctica, and there's an alien. They've gone. So basically, there's a research facility in Antarctica. Come on, you've seen The Thing, surely.
I don't think I have.
I'm not going to say any more. Then watch it. It's brilliant. It's one of the best horror films of all time. And The Exorcist 3 is my favorite. Is on the list as well because Legion is the better Exorcist film for me. The first one's the first one's brilliant. The third one is genuinely. The first one I find shocking and a really well made film.
Yeah.
The third one, I think, is genuinely creepy and genuinely scarier for me. And that's why I like the third one more than the first one. First one's a masterpiece, though. It genuinely is. It's really good. But the third one, for me, is genuinely creepy and unsettling in the way the first one isn't. So there you go. There's my list. And I have said that about a lot of those films before. Just for the record. Because you're Mr. Doughty.
Well, I stupidly sent you my list earlier, but if you can promise not to look at it, you've got it in front of you, haven't you?
I haven't unlocked my phone yet, no. But what are you going to quiz me?
Yeah, I'm going to quiz you. Yeah, I'll quiz you.
I'm not going to get
What do you think's on my list?
I didn't read the text, so I've got no idea.
Well, it's literally 6. Actually, no.
Wait, you got 6 films?
I'll tell you what will be harder. My niche favourite ones.
Oh, did you say them earlier in the...
I have mentioned them to you over throughout the last week here and there.
I think Longlegs was one of them.
Longlegs is one of them.
Niche. Oh, I don't know. Are they modern ones?
Mix.
Oh, what's that nun one you mentioned earlier?
Not the one I watched tonight?
Yeah, the one you watched tonight.
That is not on the list of...
That's not on the list, okay.
I was telling you how bad that was. I'll talk about that in a second.
Oh, wait, no, you told me you were trying to guess mine, weren't you? The last 3 guesses were Event Horizon.
Event Horizon's there, yeah.
Oh, what was the other one? Longlegs was one of them. Event Horizon. Heretic.
Heretic is there, yeah.
Okay, how many are
there? 6.
I'm not going to get the other 3, so you might as well just reveal.
Hard Candy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because that is a freaky
That's
film.
a freaky film. I don't associate it with Halloween.
Where
but yeah,
it's those weird, where like it's one of those ones where you're like,
oh, it's unsettling. It's uncomfortable.
yeah,
it's unsettling.
you feel bad for what's happening, but also you understand, and you're like,
oh yeah, you're on her side weirdly the whole
do you know
time.
what I mean? But you're still like,
yeah, but you do feel sorry for the guy getting his nuts.
Yeah. So yeah, that's on there. The Girl in the Basement, niche. Remember, not all time favorite, but niche ones I like.
Yeah,
Have you seen The Girl in the Basement?
I know of it, but
It's essentially based on the story of Joseph Fritzl.
Oh God, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Quite. Again, I like things that make me feel, and I don't feel good about that.
I feel uncomfortable
to
by the sound
torture
of
myself almost, if you know what I mean. But
yeah,
it's quite freaky there. And then The Black Phone, of the sequel of which is coming out soon. But I don't know if you've seen that film, The Black Phone.
I have. Similarly to Hereditary, for me, the ending didn't do much for me.
The sequel looks good.
I don't really know how they've got a sequel out of that because didn't he?
So he returns and he's like coming from the dead basically to do the same thing again. He seems to have powers now. He's not just a man.
Well, there were ghosts in the first one, so it does make sense if he's a ghost in a weird way.
He's now a ghost. Yeah.
They've set up.
I think he says a line in the trailer actually where he's like, "You should know that that the undead are alive" or something like that. Something to that effect. I can't remember exactly.
Sometimes dead is better. There you go. Last time I'll say that.
But all-time favorites.
Your all-time favorites.
Yeah, again it's 6.
God.
I've got 6 on there.
Was any of mine in your list?
Yes.
Really?
In fact, I named a few of them in guessing yours.
The Ring.
The Ring is there.
Okay. Some of mine. You didn't see The Grudge, did you?
No.
Some of mine are in some of my list.
Some of my guesses are in my list.
Oh, okay. So you said you hadn't seen that. You hadn't seen that. It's not going to be Little Shop of Horrors. Oh wait, you said 30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night is there, yeah.
I've said The Ring, haven't I?
I've said The Ring.
I genuinely can't think of any others. In none of my list, I don't think. But Paranormal Activity, is that on it?
No. I'll tell you what, the last 4, the 4 you haven't got, they're all theologicals. Religious and theological themed.
End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, although I was surprised to see that in the horror category on Prime.
I like it. I know that's a stupid Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
I do like
but
that
it is
film.
good. Yeah,
it is a good film. I was scrolling through it with my partner, and I said, "That is a really good film." But if we want to be scared tonight, that is not what we put on.
Yeah. Do you like it when Gabriel Byrne has sex with the daughter and the mother? They merge together.
It's I don't want to talk about that. I like the film though.
Oh,
But
that's a
anyway,
silly film. Yeah.
I in fact one is super recent, and I don't think you'll get it.
Recent.
Russell Crowe.
Oh God, not the Pope's Exorcist.
Pope's Exorcist.
That's one of your
Fantastic film.
favorite horror films. Hang on a
Love
second.
that film.
I've just taken abuse from you for the last 20 minutes about my list, and you've got the Pope's Exorcist on there.
It's actually a horror film. That's why you don't get any abuse. And
So,
hang on,
question,
this list
question.
is unique to me.
Question.
Isn't that the speech I had not
Question.
5 minutes ago?
Question: is there another Exorcist film on your list?
Uh, I kind of, I guess, actually, but not. I wouldn't consider it one.
So I'm guessing the actual Exorcist films aren't on your list, but the
No.
Pope's Exorcist is my point.
Yes.
Wow.
Russell Crowe's performance is brilliant in that film.
Oh my God.
With his Italian accent as he goes through the film.
You said brilliant. You said the word brilliant.
Got a great performance in there.
I mean,
I tell you, all time mention actually talking of Russell Crowe. Have you seen the one where he's it's kind of a thriller, I guess, not a horror, but where he's a driver and he's having a bad day.
oh yeah.
I'll tell you what a bad day
called.
really looks like.
The
Something like
pandemic
that.
one.
That is crazy film.
Is it
It's
Unhinged or something?
Yeah, he's super unhinged in that.
No, I think the film's called Unhinged or something like that.
Is it?
Something like that.
I can't remember. I did watch it and I was like, bloody hell! Like, imagine if that happened. Some guy just goes, it's like Beef. You know that show Beef.
Oh, I know of Beef. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of like that where someone rear ends you or something, or does something just minor to your car, and you just lose your shit and you just go for them. Anyway,
I have no idea what your others are. If it's none of the ones on my list or any of the classics,
So,
I'm looking at like
the last three are all series. There is multiple of them.
franchises.
Yes,
Conjuring.
Conjuring. Yep.
I might have already said that though. Did I?
No. I was waiting for you to say it. 'Cause it
They're
was on your
all
list.
franchises.
The last two you need are all franchises.
Oh God, the fact you said Pope's Exorcist is like I don't know what's on this list. Then I don't think you're a big fan of Texas Chainsaw or anything, or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Remember, I said theological and religious themed.
Theological. I can't think of another religious theological franchise.
You giving up?
Yeah, I can't think of anything past The Conjuring for
You get
religious
the last
theological.
two, you can have
And it's
your
not The
£4
Exorcist.
back. No.
What?
No.
If I get the last two, I get £4 back.
Yeah.
I got a feeling these are rubbish. Your picks are setting me up for a fail here.
What? Like the little shop of horrors?
Okay, let me put. Are they how highly regarded? These things, these ones, these two that I've got left.
I would say commercially popular.
I don't know what that means. Is that good or bad?
As in they're well known.
Are they recent or are they?
Yeah, I'd say recent.
Oh, they are recent. Okay.
Films still coming out, if not, have been coming out for at least a decade.
For a decade.
Yeah. You give it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I can't think of it.
Right. So, Insidious series. You said The Conjuring?
All of them?
I like Insidious, yeah. Red Room, I will be honest, last year, the Red Door, whatever it
Red
was called,
Door.
wasn't that great.
What
But
about the
previous
third one
ones
with
were
the
okay.
girl with the gammy leg?
They're all good. I didn't mind them. Yeah. Then I put those. That was when you said, "Are they exorcism based?" I was like, kind of, but not. Like it's kind of there. And the Nun series. The nuns are creepy as hell, and that goes back to, like I said, that kind of Catholic theme I have with films with the horror genre. Yeah. I mean, and yeah. I mean, I would like to get onto the bad horror films I have seen in a second.
I think you just listed them.
I haven't. Ha ha ha. No, I enjoy them. Yeah,
The Nuns. I've got to say it. The Nuns.
You haven't seen the Nun films?
I have seen the Nun films.
What about the Nun 2 is really creepy.
Which part?
The part where they're in 1950s France, and yeah. The nun generally, and she's creeping up on her behind the street when she's walking, and
okay.
The Conjuring, not The Conjuring, sorry, Insidious films has a nun. It's the same nun, isn't it? If I'm right.
It is the same. No. The Nun is in the Conjurings.
The Nun has her own series.
Yeah, the Nun, Valak, the Nun is in the Conjuring, not Insidious.
No, but is it?
Yeah, it's from
Got
the
that wrong way
Conjuring.
around.
It's from the Conjuring.
Okay.
Insidious
Yeah.
is actually its own thing. The Nun is a spin-off of the Conjuring, though.
Because there's that scene. If it's, you sure it's The Conjuring? It's
Well,
not
yeah, because
Insidious?
Patrick Wilson plays a different character in
Yeah,
Insidious than he
he's
does.
Frank Warren. I think his
Yeah,
name is in The
in
Conjurings.
the Conjurings. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
different
and then
character
he's
in
the
Insidious.
dad, whatever his name
Yeah,
is in the Insidious films.
yeah.
But it's when they're trying to do the exorcism and they're looking around the room, and suddenly the nun, who I believe is a transvestite, I don't want to get that wrong, is it?
Not that I'm aware of. Is
All
it?
right, spins. I'm misremembering the film, but he spins around and he suddenly sees him and she goes no and slaps him. That made me jump.
That
That made me
probably
jump
does
anyway.
happen. Yeah, I can't remember the specifics. Wow, I feel very justified in my list, having heard yours. I'll be honest.
I wouldn't personally, but there we go. Personal opinion. Personal opinion.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my bad films?
Dare I ask?
I don't think there's any points in asking you, really. I don't think you're
I mean,
guessing.
I don't want to be quizzed on this one because I'm all over the place. Well,
I'm all over the place too.
You said one of your bad one earlier, the Nun one.
The one I watched.
Not the nuns you actually like.
No, I thought it was part of that series. I do not recommend it to anybody who listens to this podcast. I thought it was bloody
Are you going to be
awful.
controversial here, or is it the one that's already hated?
No, it's called Awakening the Nun.
Okay.
It's a British film. And when me and my partner, literally tonight, I have watched this film. Me and my partner were scrolling through, and we thought, oh, it's part of the Nun series. Oh, they've made one in Britain. Put it on. Didn't put any more research into it. Started watching it. I mean, within about 20 minutes, we realized it was terrible. It started off well, but it's clearly a bloke in a nun suit playing like a big matron of a nun, if you know what I mean, from whatever. But she's how do I explain the story? Like, so there's a family that moves into a house that was it and then a nun knocks on their door and says that there's sinners present and she wants to come in and she keeps trying to kill them. Random killings that make no sense throughout the film because the ultimate motive of this nun is to kill sinners who have previously sinned. And it turns out the grandmother of this family used to be a nun, left the nunnery. You find out later in the film it's because she abused boys while she was a member of this. I think it's a covenant, isn't it? Of nuns, a covenant. While she was a member of this covenant. The film was bloody awful. I do not recommend it to anyone. Sat through it to actually talk about on this podcast, but yeah, it was not a good film. So on my list of bad horror films, that is front and center right now because
So you saw one tonight. That's so weird.
God, it was bad. Honestly, Awakening the Nun.
And The Pope's Exorcist is a good film in your opinion.
Pope's Exorcist is a good film. I think it got unfairly slated in the media personally.
Do you think? Okay.
Next one, as I say, you're a big Elizabeth Olsen fan. Name that film.
Oh, was it the one you said earlier?
Silent House.
Yeah.
Awful film. Awful all the way through. Terrible camera work. Terrible story. Terrible plot. I think we spoke about before about the plot of Blade, for example, where it's set in that one. It could be set in that one house that he's fighting vampires through. Dread, another film set in one location, filmed throughout, could be really good. Silent House has not done that very well. I think it was a terrible film. Not a fan of it myself. Speaking of The Exorcist, because you have mentioned you're a fan of you like the first one for its
first and third,
I guess, but the third one's
are the only good ones. First and third are the only good ones.
So have you seen the most recent one?
Yeah, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Exorcist
This is probably one we're going to agree on.
Awful.
Absolute.
Awful.
Absolute
awful film.
Dog shit. Trash.
I put it on expecting to feel, expecting to be scared at all. Terrible story, terribly acted,
awful,
terribly made. Not a fan of it at all. So, sorry.
I love the story behind this film,
but
where Universal paid Warner Brothers $400 million for the franchise rights to make this. So it was going to be a trilogy. That's not happening.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. This film was absolutely awful. I agree with you on this one totally, 100%. Yeah, garbage. But you.
So a surprising one on my list. I think you've seen it as well. I don't know if you've seen.
Still a bad film.
On the bad films, I've got 3 more.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I don't know if you've. I think we've discussed this before, and you have seen it, but I don't know if you've seen the sequel. Don't Breathe.
Oh yeah, I've seen Don't Breathe.
So the first one, 3/4 of the film, brilliant. When he
Yeah,
gets
it
onto
gets
the part
weird.
about
Gets weird towards the insemination bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
the insemination part exactly. So that's what puts it in the bad film category. Now the second one is
Oh, it's in your
okay.
it's on your list. I thought you were going to say the
Yeah,
sequel.
no, it's on my list,
Oh,
and
okay.
the reason being is A, for that last part of the first film, because the first
Yeah.
part's great. The last part of the first film, the second film throws you completely off because he's a good guy and the hero of the film.
Yeah, it's weird.
It doesn't make sense if you took that chronologically. What happened in between the two
Yeah,
films?
in the
That
second one, he becomes
it's like
Clint
blind
Eastwood in
Rambo.
Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's
yeah.
very odd. So that makes it to my bad horror films because
It's not really a horror film, that one, is it? I don't really think it is.
as much as some of yours, you got Hocus Pocus, mate.
Hocus Pocus is way more horrific than Don't Breathe. Well, actually, Don't Breathe is horrific because it's rubbish.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree. Well, the first half or the first three quarters of the first film are great. However, yeah, it goes off.
First film's fine. I don't like the ending, but it's fine. I guess that counts as, creepy thriller. It's a thriller, really. I don't really see them as horror film, but I get it.
We spoke about this earlier. Hollow Man, the one with Elizabeth Moss,
This is one of your bad ones.
one of my bad ones. Yep. Wasn't
I
a
gotta
fan,
say it before you start. Hollow Man is a better horror film than Pope's Exorcist. I can't believe.
Oh my lord!
Oh, the Nun. Oh my
I'm
god.
not going to keep defending these. Like I will come with receipts.
Hey man, you came at me with blood,
I tell you what.
blood, fire, and
Hang on.
brimstone.
Have you even seen these films, or are you just looking from afar? Because I know you're.
No, I've seen them.
You're a review snob. Okay.
I've seen the Nuns.
Right.
I've seen the Nuns. I've seen Pope's Exorcist. I've seen them all the ones. Well, I haven't seen that Nuns Awakening one you said.
Do not
I'll take your opinion on that.
do
one.
not. Do not.
What was the other one you
Do
said?
not.
Oh, Exorcist Believer. I've seen.
Awakening
I've seen
the
Exorcist
Nun is
Believer.
what it's called.
I've seen all the Insidiouses. I've seen the Nuns. I've seen the Conjurings. I've seen Pope's Exorcist. I've seen The Ring. I've seen 30 Days a Night. I've seen the Exorcist Believer. I haven't seen Silent House, so I'll take your word for that one.
Do not watch that.
Yeah.
Terrible. I believe it's what got her the role in Marvel because I think it's her only credit prior to Scarlet Witch.
I think there was the Marlene or whatever it's called. That was the one that got her the role because she's good in that.
She's not a bad actress in that film, by the way.
She's a great actress, by the way. She's a great
not a bad
actress.
actress in the film, but the film, the story, everything else around it is pretty bad.
Yeah.
The last one, and I feel it might be controversial for some people because I look at this film and I always feel like it gets so much praise and I don't know why.
Bugs
Quiet
Life.
Place.
Quiet Place. Okay.
Quiet Place and A Quiet Place
Yeah.
2.
And why don't you like them?
It's just not a concept that I find particularly believable or takes me out of it and makes me feel it could be like, do you know what I mean? Like you can question God, right? And that can make you feel something. You can think that something's behind you or whatever, but a fog with some weird things that's chasing you and you have to be super quiet and let's make it even more dramatous by giving them kids and the kids got to make noise and you got to keep the kids quiet as you go through. Like I don't know. I just can't get into that. I just don't.
These are your bad films, right? Though these are
These
your.
These
Do you
are my
think
bad
it's a
horror films.
bad film? Do you think it's
Yeah.
just not a great film, or like? I think
These are my
it's
bad
fine.
horror films. That
I
don't
don't.
like.
I don't hate that film. I don't particularly love it. I think it's fine. I think it's well directed. So yeah, I will disagree with you slightly on that one. I don't really. I'm not going to bat for it too much, but I don't hate
No,
it.
these are films that I don't.
Yeah. These are
They don't
personal
take me out
choices.
of it. I can't get into. You know
Thank
what I
you
mean?
for justifying mine. They are personal choices.
I've never disputed your personal choice.
Oh,
When you
sorry.
say things like,
I'm sorry.
hang on. I believe the only ones I've really argued with you about have been two that I don't think. Tell us in the comments, guys. Tell us in the comments. But Ghostbusters and Hocus Pocus
Yeah.
are not horror films.
One, Hocus Pocus wasn't on my list of 10. That's what the reason you had a bone of
You
contention
said
with.
it was your favorite.
It was my favourite witch film. Yeah, it is.
You'd have to be horrors.
No, I didn't. I said Halloween films. It's the Halloween special. You can
Halloween,
describe them
right.
as horrific or horror films. But we're not talking about just horror films.
Well, that's
We're talking
how
about
I've
films.
interpreted. That's how I
Right.
interpret it.
Well, you interpret whatever you want, dickhead. I'm saying that around this time of year, I even started the podcast with this. This time of year, I like to watch these films, and here's the list of which I would. If you chose to say that as horror films, again, you're skim listening because you do that. You're not hearing the whole thing, and you've interpreted it a certain way. Then great, that's fine. But this is my list. So guess what? I can be as subjective as I want.
And I'm not stopping you, but I have a right to an opinion, and I would not
agree.
put those two films anywhere
And
near
I've
it.
given you your right to an opinion.
Thank you, I guess.
You're welcome. I have just sent you a list.
Is this why you asked me if I had WhatsApp?
I did. This was exactly why I asked you if you had WhatsApp, because we're going to play a game. Let's play. You want to play a game?
I'd rather you did Triple H voice for this.
You want to play a game? Not the game. Not I'm the game. No, it's you want to play a game? You want to play
Okay, what am I doing? Am I naming these to the film?
No, God no. I'm way more interesting than that. So, me and you are football fans, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Do you want to say it again so I can hear you? You're a
Yes,
football
I
fan,
am, but I'm
correct?
cautious answering because I don't know where this is going.
So what we're doing is fantasy drafting using these horror characters, these horror villains.
Have we
What
put them in
we're
a
going to
position?
do, yeah. So what we're going to start with is, so I'll let you even draft first. So we've basically, for the people listening, sorry, I've got to be around the houses. I have sent Zook a list of 50 horror villains.
50 here?
Yeah, 50. I counted 50 horror villains. Most of the ones you'll probably be able to name. There's some sort of niche ones in there as well that I found funny
it
to
says
put in
read
there.
more. Sorry, I didn't click read more because I was going to say it doesn't look like. Okay, I've got them all now.
This is what I'm working with, people. So yes, I've sent you 50 villains. What we're going to do is one by one draft who we want in our teams, right? So you'll start with goalkeeper, for example. You can pick your favorite goalkeeper. And what we'll do is we'll try and justify our team selections, and then at the end we'll say who will win, who would win a football match, a five-a-side football match between them.
Okay.
And I'll illustrate it. I'll put it on the videos on the YouTube channel.
Are we picking the same position at the same time, or is this mix and match?
No. We'll take it in turns. So we'll do like.
Are we building up the pitch or down the pitch?
We'll do snake order. So you do goalie first, and then I'll do my goalie, and then I'll do my defender.
Yeah,
You do your
that's
defender,
what I meant. Yeah.
And then you do your midfielder. I'll do my midfielder, second midfielder, blah blah blah, and then striker. So there you go. Okay. So I'll take it away, Zook. Who do you think out of that list would you pick to be your goalkeeper? And do you know what? Should we read them out for the people listening? Actually, I'll read them out one by one.
Read all 50.
Okay. We have on the list Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Hannibal Lecter, Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Norman Bates, Pennywise, Annabelle, Candyman, Ghostface, Dracula, Pinhead, Regan McNeil / Pazuzu, Frankenstein's monster, Jigsaw, The Invisible Man, The Thing, Xenomorph, Beetlejuice, Carrie. I've seen a double. Oh no, Dracula, Wolfman, Annie Wilkes.
This is what
Jack
I'm working
Torrance,
with, people.
Megan, Damien, The Entity from It Follows, The Creeper, Samara / Sadaku. Oh no, I've seen another double. Zombie, any variation. I thought that was fun to leave in there. Jaws, Booooooo, The Demogorgon, Oogie Boogie, The Babadook, The Nun. You're a big fan of her. Dr. Haita, Black Phillip, Nosferatu, and the Terrifier. I think that's 48 in the end because there was a couple of doubles in there. I put Chucky and Frankenstein's monster in there twice. That completely threw me.
Yeah, I mean Frankenstein and zombie. Any variation is very lazy.
Well, what do you want me to do? Put a particular one on there?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Robert De Niro's Frankenstein. There you go. Pick it.
You got a Walking Dead zombie, or you've got a 28 Days Later that runs.
No, the Walking Dead zombie. Well, yeah, well, you can pick a Walking Dead zombie, or you can pick a Shaun of the Dead zombie, or you can pick a Dawn of the Dead zombie, and they run really fast. See, there's variation.
Well, I'm thinking 28 Years Later zombie that, like you say, does
run really fast. So there you go. That's why I left it vague.
Great striker there. Okay, so building up the pitch, my goalkeeper.
Who would your goalkeeper be?
Michael Myers.
You got Michael Myers in goal. Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask why?
Big, mobile. I don't think he's letting anything pass him. He's also going to be nasty in the box.
Okay.
Say there's a
corner. I think when we've picked our teams, we can then rip the others apart, and that'd be quite fun.
Okay.
So let me write this down. So yours is Michael Myers in goal. Okay. My goalkeeper. I am going to pick. Let me have a little look. I'm going to pick. Who would be a clever pick? I'm picking the Thing. Thing's going in goal for me.
Okay. And where am I starting now? CBs or
So now
wingbacks?
I'll pick my first defender. Do snake order.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Similar to what we do on 2K25, Zook. So my defender, sorry, solo defender, because we're picking two midfielders, will be. I mean, a defender. I'm gonna pick. You picked. Who'd you pick? Michael Myers. Okay.
Michael Myers, yeah.
It's a defender. I'm gonna pick. Uh, yeah, I'll pick the
Can you believe,
Demogorgon.
listeners, how seriously he is taking this?
I'll pick the
He's
Demogorgon.
actually thinking of a real football game.
Of course I am. Hey man, I take no half measures. No half measures. Demogorgon. I'm gonna smash your team. Put the Demogorgon in defense. I
Okay,
can
and this is
justify
centre
why.
backs, right?
Centre backs, yeah. Defender. Well, defender and a five-a-side. Who's a good defender?
Is this what it is? A five-a-side?
Five-a-side game, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of 11. Okay,
No. Five-a-side.
okay. I would pick for a defender probably maybe. Oh, five-a-side is different. I feel like I need
Mm.
flexible players who don't just play
It's
in
more
one
interesting. I think
position.
five-a-side is more interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll say I was thinking of Leatherface, but I don't think he could play anywhere else. So, yeah. I mean, some of these I don't know. For example, who is Ghostface?
Screen.
Oh, okay, right, okay, right. Um, yeah, who would I put in defense then? I see why it's difficult. Actually, I take back some of my sarcasm before. If it's five-a-side, that does change things. Five-a-side defender. I mean, it's got to be the Xenomorph, really, isn't it? Flexible. He can switch
Xenomorph
between.
as a defender.
Yeah, I think it can switch between defense and midfield. Don't ask him to put the ball in the back of the net; he'll get distracted.
Hmm.
But I think he'll be able to break up play and move it forward.
Fair enough. Okay, so your first midfielder then.
Oh, sorry, I
This is you
forget the
again.
snake order. First midfielder.
Hmm.
First midfielder. I would say first midfielder. I'm going to say Beetlejuice.
Say Beetlejuice. Okay.
He's going to play
Okay.
some tricks. He's going to keep. He's going to either keep the ball, lose the ball, but we're never
Mm.
going to let it get past him because he's always one step ahead of you.
Okay. I'm saving up my critiques. Okay. In midfield, I'm going to pick.
I like your WhatsApp photo, by the way. We've never WhatsApped before. We
What's my
normally just
WhatsApp? What?
text.
I don't even know what it is. What is my WhatsApp photo?
It looks like a Greek knight. Um, I don't know, looking like
Oh,
Kratos
okay. That's
from
an Assassin's
God of
Creed.
War coming down on
It's an
somebody else.
Assassin's Creed picture. No, I
Oh,
remember now.
okay, right.
Yeah. I'm picking Wolfman in my midfield.
Yeah, I could see that in midfield.
Yeah, and then it's me again, isn't it? Midfield. I'm gonna pick Pennywise as well because I was umming and ahhing over those two. Your pick, Zook, last midfielder.
Midfielder.
Yep,
So, I mean, I've got Xenomorph roaming, Beetlejuice in front of him, playing
yep,
tricks.
yeah. Yes, he is. I guess.
Probably Pennywise.
Yeah,
He's popping balloons. He's probably,
yeah.
I mean, you know those players that pinch and push. I
Mm.
think Pennywise is up in there doing stuff, doing weird things. So yeah.
Jeez.
I'm
You
putting
pick.
together an
Are
antagonistic
you?
team.
Wait. Are you picking? Are you saying Pennywise is a perv?
Yes,
You know you got Beetlejuice on that team, right?
yeah, I have a perverted team. That's what I'm
Oh,
going for.
oh, I
We're
see.
going to
Right.
confuse and bedazzle you.
Right. Okay. How many assault charges has the Xenomorph got?
It's all legal during a game.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Sportsmanship.
I'm with you.
if you know what I mean.
I did, yeah.
So who are you picking?
It's you,
No,
midfielder.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
I just
Who
picked
did,
two midfielders in a row.
who did you pick?
I picked I had the
You picked
Xenomorph
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice and did I just pick?
You picked Michael Myers in goal, Xenomorph in defence,
Yeah, and
Beetlejuice
then
as
I picked
midfielder.
Pennywise.
No, I picked Pennywise.
What? I didn't realize
I
you already had him.
I was doing Snake Order, you moron. I picked
Oh,
Wolfman and Pennywise, and then it was your go.
it's another game you've made that's just overly confusing. Um, okay. Well, apologies for that dead air then. I didn't realize it was me.
I wonder what you were
Um,
doing sitting there. Look, the nun's still available. Pick her. You love her.
I'm not picking the nun.
Why?
I think the Invisible Man, but there's nothing special about him against these people apart from he can go invisible, but you know, if they catch him, he's down. So, let's see. Probably Jigsaw.
In
In
midfield.
midfield, yeah. He's just going around his trike, ramming people in their ankles,
So
sending them over. Like I say, we're a mischievous team.
bending them over.
I said knocking them over.
Oh right.
My God, where is your head at for Halloween?
Think so. I was gonna say you're picking the dummy, not the old man.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
Why would I
so
bring
the
the old
dummy,
man on? I'm picking
so the
the
dummy
murderous
on the
dummy, yeah.
trike is who you're picking. Okay, fine. Your striker, please.
My striker is Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger's your striker. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask why?
He's accurate, he's lethal,
Yeah.
strategic. He's just gonna put it in the back of the net. He'll also be a
Hmm.
handful for your centre back.
And another pervert that you've put on your team.
Why? Why? Because he goes in dreams. I don't think. I
No,
wouldn't
he's genuinely a pervert. It's part of his law.
All right. Well, well, I'll
Oh,
change.
does that put you off?
Yeah, I can't have the complete team. My
You
midfield can
said
be.
your team was perverted.
No, I said we're mischievous. I said we're mischievous. So I would cancel Kruger.
Right,
I'll take
cancel Kruger's
I'll take
out.
I'll take Dracula instead.
I mean, Dracula's sort of perverted. Can I ask why Dracula's in your team all of a sudden?
Because apart from I've just seen him appear twice in your list.
Oh no, is he on there again?
Yeah.
Oh, he
because
is. God damn it.
I think this is a terrible list. This is why I'm working with people. I think Dracula's going to be able to. Yeah, you won't see him coming. He's going to go work between your lines. He's going to put the ball in the back of the net. It'll be a handful for your centre back and your keeper.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, fine. Uh, okay. And my striker will be. I love this game. We should do this more often. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Invisible Man as a striker.
Really? A
Yep.
mere mortal going up against my team.
Poacher.
He's not going to get past Jigsaw, let alone.
What do you mean? Hang on a second. He's invisible. Of course, he's gonna get past your team.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's got to run like a normal man. I've got these people with superpowers.
Okay, right. Defend Michael Myers in goal before I slate it.
He's going to take up the whole goal. It's five-a-side.
Right. He's a big guy, granted. He's incredibly slow, though. Famously incredibly slow.
But he always catches up to them. He can't be that slow.
He's very slow. He's very ponderous. He waddles like this and just lumbers along. He's the slowest person you've put in goal. You've put basically the slowest person on this list in your goal.
Well, I'm not going to put
I'm
him
going
up
to score.
front, am I?
I'm going to score a buttload of goals with the Invisible Man against
Yeah, well,
Michael Myers.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Not at all.
100%. Michael Myers ain't moving. He's slow.
He's not that invisible if he's got the ball at his feet. We know exactly.
Doesn't
where
need
he
to
is.
be. You won't even see him coming. The ball's
You
going
won't
to
be
roll.
able to cross. You won't be able
No.
to cross to him because he's invisible.
Picture this: the ball rolling. So, who have you got?
Who are you passing
Xenomorph.
to? Who are you passing to?
Xenomorph
Who are you
passes
passing
back to.
to?
Xenomorph
Have
passes
you
back to
equipped
Michael
all your
Myers.
players with heat vision?
Let me hypothesize. Xenomorph passes back to Michael Myers. Michael Myers goes to bend down to pick up the ball. Invisible Man's in there before he knows it. Pokes it past him. Doesn't even see it coming. Goal for
Hang on.
Zeke.
You've given one scenario where you presume we are a pass back team.
No, I'm going to force you with my pressing
Who are you
via
pressing with?
Wolfman because he doesn't stop running.
Wolfman's going to get distracted.
No, he's not. We're what?
I could bring a steak at the touchline. I could do anything I have there.
No, the steak is actually your midfield. He's going to eat them alive. Beetlejuice and Jigsaw.
He's not catching either of them. He might catch Jigsaw.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wolfman's getting past
might catch
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw,
So what?
but
Jigsaw is you've got a one-man midfield against my two, which means I'm outnumbering you with Pennywise, who could basically shapeshift, against Wolfman, who's really energetic and never stops
Pennywise
running.
will run out of balloons within the first few seconds.
He shapeshifts all the time without balloons. You're inferring that I have to use balloons all the time with Pennywise.
I'm inferring Pennywise could only distract my players or do anything with balloons. Yes.
Pennywise could be their greatest fears.
Beetlejuice will be conjuring up fake balls for you to think is the real ball while we're scoring with the real one.
Right. Well, Beetlejuice will get distracted by women because he's a pervert, as you've alluded to. Your whole team is. So all I have to do is hire a couple of page 3 models to sit in the crowd, and Beetlejuice is distracted. We saw in the film Beetlejuice that they just created a fake brothel, and he was distracted and he was off.
Yeah. But Beetlejuice
that's
is
your midfield taken care of. You got a dummy on a trike who I'm actually just kicking over, and he's not even the real killer. It's the Jigsaw killer. It's doing everything. So I kick the dummy over. Beetlejuice is distracted by the brothel I've put in the stands. Then you've got no midfield.
Who have you got in goal? Who have you got in goal?
The shape-shifting thing could be anything. Right. I could just become a giant wall if I wanted to.
That feels like a disqualification.
Why is it disqualification? Hey, you're playing by dodgy rules.
Because he can't stay as his real form. How can he play the game? He could be anything.
Sorry, you just said Beetlejuice could become anything. Why can't the thing?
I didn't say he could become anything.
Yeah, you did.
I said he would conjure up fake footballs.
Right. What does Beetlejuice do that?
Yeah, he's imagination. He puts things in your imagination, doesn't he?
I don't think you thought this through.
Of course I haven't. I've just got sent a list of 50 names to pick from. Oh, sorry, 44 because you double.
Oh, I balls up 3 of them. So yeah, 47 names.
I found. Well, you said that earlier. I found.
Okay, Dracula's up front. What's he doing?
Dracula.
Yeah, against the Thing, who's in goal for me, and the Demigorgon in defense.
What's a Demigorg?
Demigorgon.
Yeah, what is that?
You haven't seen Stranger Things, have you?
Of course I haven't.
Well, this is my pen. Imagine this is a mic. It's a mic drop. I win.
Why? Because it's a Demigorgon.
Because my team's 100% better than yours.
Well, not at all.
Yes, it is.
You've got a Thing who's disqualified straight away.
No, it's not. The Thing's not
legislate
disqualified
for him being
Ridiculous.
Anything, like you say. A Demigorgon no one's heard of.
Yeah. You put the Xenomorph in defense, by the way.
I didn't. I put Xenomorph in midfield. Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't. You put him in defense.
Yeah, I did put him in defense. Are you telling me anyone's getting past the Xenomorph?
Yeah, because the Xenomorph is beatable. All you have to do is puncture his head and he's dead.
And who are you going to do that with?
Let me think. Wolfman, Pennywise, Invisible Man. Invisible Man probably.
You think a Wolfman could beat a Xenomorph?
Well, the Xenomorph ain't going to know where the Invisible Man is for a start. So the Invisible Man's a complete anomaly on the pitch.
Absolute lie.
Why? The Xenomorph is not
He's
like
a
X-ray
man.
vision.
He's a mortal man. And he's saying the Xenomorph can't sniff him out.
Can the Xenomorph sniff?
Yeah.
Really? Have you got evidence of this?
They're the apex predator.
They are an apex predator, yes, but can they sniff?
So
you don't even know the answer to this question. I can see by your face.
Stands no chance.
Invisible Man is a poacher. I've gone for a poaching striker.
But you can't even pass to him.
True, but he doesn't need to. All I need to do is punt
the ball. Yes, he does.
Punt the ball vaguely forward. No, we've worked it. We've coached it, so we know if we punt the ball forward, Invisible Man, make sure you're there to confuse Michael Myers. By the way, it won't be hard.
The smart choice was to put him in goal because I'll never know where he is.
Who? The Invisible Man?
Yes.
It's not a bad shout, but I'm happy with him as striker. We've worked on it. I've got a better game plan than you.
Well, what do? Do you ring little bells to let each other know where they are? Because we'll know exactly where you are.
We've worked on. He's actually just an anomaly. My 4 can play completely fine, and we'll just play long balls up. And because Michael Myers, by the way, the slowest thing moving, is like.
How do you play long balls up? You'd have to pre-designate that we will put balls in this one place the entire game. So after a few long balls, we realise you're kicking it in one place.
No, we coach with him not in the invisible suit. And then when we do play, he is in the invisible suit, but we've worked on the routine, so he knows exactly what's going on. And he puts the ball past Michael Myers because he moves like an inch.
No. The Invisible Man didn't put on the invisible suit. You're thinking of the Elizabeth Moss version.
Either version.
Kevin Bacon was invisible, and he
Either
had to
version.
put. Do you remember he had to put the weird skin stuff on
Yeah,
him so that he
and
could become man?
that's what we've got on when he's coaching. Fine, yeah, I'll do the Hollow Man version, right? He's got the latex suit on, so we can see what he is when we're coaching. Then we get to the match. He takes the latex off. He's on the pitch. We don't know where he is until we punt the ball long. Bang, heads it past slow
Yeah, but
moving
that's my
Michael
point.
Myers.
So you would have to pre-designate the ball will go in
Yeah.
that same place every time, which means you are hamstrung because I know exactly where you're going to put the ball every single time after a
No,
few
you won't
times
because
you've kicked it.
we've worked on much like NFL teams and professional footballers. We work on multiple different routines. You just don't know which one we're going to do.
Yeah, but how are you going to know? You'd be
We're going to the
ringing,
right.
like I
We're
say, you're
going to the
going to ring
left.
a little
We're going to the
bell,
right.
and
We're going. Oh no, it's going up center.
when
Bang,
Kevin
goal.
Bacon rings his little bell
1
back
0
to
2
you,
0
you're going to
3
know
0.
exactly where he is.
Well,
Michael
you're not
Myers
getting past
comes
the thing
out,
for a start.
kicks
You
him
ain't
in the
scoring a goal.
Goonies,
Yeah,
and
you're
there
not
we go.
scoring a
Invisible
goal.
Man out. Who are you subbing him for?
There's no subs. You don't need it.
Right, so we could take out his striker straight away, and it'll
No,
be
you
five
don't need
versus
strike.
four.
You're not taking. First of all, you can't see where he is. You ain't getting past the thing, so you're not definitely not scoring any
Xenomorph
goals.
sniffs him out. Once he's there,
Denimore snips
done.
who out? The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man.
No, I don't think so. Plus, he's marshalled by Pennywise, shapeshifter, and the Wolfman, who won't stop running. Wolfman's having Xenomorph. Easy.
Absolutely not. Wolfman's
Yes.
going to be too tied up with Jigsaw ramming him in the ankles and
Ramming him in the ankles. Did you see how fast that little dummy moved in that trike?
and Beetlejuice having a barbecue.
Yeah, Beetlejuice is doing his own thing. He doesn't care. He's not a team player. You've put a bunch of individuals on your team.
I'm sorry. Is there anything Beetlejuice loves more than fucking with people?
Right.
So he's just going to be. So he's just going to be
Beetlejuice
messing
is
with your entire
self-serving.
team.
Beetlejuice is self-serving, and like I said, I distracted him with a couple of Page 3 models in the stand. He's gone.
No, because I promised Beetlejuice.
You've got no midfield.
I promised Beetlejuice I would say his name 3 times if he wins me the match.
Oh, and by the way, thank you. That's all I have to do, by the way, to send him back in. Checkmate.
Well, I'll say it 3 times again and I'll bring him back.
And then I'll say it 3 times again and he's gone.
Well, yeah, I'm lost there. This is why I need a sub.
I love this game. I'll send you, if in fairness, if you think I've just ousted you or like ambushed you, I'll send you the list far in advance then, if that's what you think.
What more list could you do? Are we doing
I
Christmas?
don't know. We could do this again with Christmas characters
Christmas
or something.
team in
Yeah.
a few weeks?
Yeah, why not? Hey, we'll do the MCU in a few weeks. How about that?
Well, I mean, let's say that did happen to Beetlejuice. I would
Yeah.
have a sub of
Oh, you're picking sub now, are you?
1 sub.
Oh, it's a bit. So you're admitting
One
Beetlejuice
sub.
is a weakling then?
I would have 1 sub of the oh, I've spoke about her enough tonight. I'll put the nun in.
You're putting the nun in what midfield?
Yeah.
Okay. How does that improve things? I thought we
She
were done with
literally-
this, to be
She
honest.
literally pops up anywhere. You think you've got a free reign on goal, she pops up. She'll be
Okay.
able to spot. Excuse me, sorry about
Yep.
that. She'd be able to spot. Sorry, Kevin Bacon, even though he thinks he's invisible. She'd popping up out of nowhere. You wouldn't be able to handle her.
Got a visual now of the nun popping Kevin Bacon. Right. Where's Kevin Bacon, by the way? What did you say Kevin Bacon for?
Because he's the invisible man.
Oh, I see. I'm with you now. Okay.
That's the one I think of when you.
Sorry, yeah, I'm with you. Sorry, yeah, I'm with you. I was like, where's Kevin Bacon in my? Yeah, he is. Kevin Bacon's up front for me. He's invisible. So you got the nun now instead of Beetlejuice because you admit that was a tough pick. Okay. I guess that is an upgrade on Beetlejuice slightly. Can't really find many flaws with that one. Yeah. Although, actually, no. All I have to do is say her name backwards.
No.
Yeah.
What's her name backwards?
Is it? Do they say it backwards in the film?
Are you thinking of Candyman?
No, I think it's they do something with her name.
No.
Oh, they have ownership over the demon by saying her name, which we do know her name, so therefore she is weak. It's Valak.
What's
I know
her name though? You don't know this
Valak.
going into the match.
Valak. I know her name's Valak. Did
You're
you know her
backwards.
name? Kalav. Either way, whatever version is true, I've got her
Oh,
under
that's
my
like,
thumb.
but your counter.
Your entire midfield is your entire midfield
to defeat
marshaled.
Wolfman. I just needed a silver
Yeah.
bullet, and to defeat the thing, I'll just bring
Yeah.
a pot of water to melt him or something. I don't know, whatever. You could come up with things to defeat
Pot
the
of
team.
water.
I'm basing.
This is what
my
I'm
logic
working with,
on-
people. This is what
Yeah,
I'm
but
working
I'm
with.
basing my logic on people playing a game of football. You're like, how do I take them off the pitch?
Yeah. This is what you do. So wait.
looking
By the
at
way, do you say a pot of water kills a thing?
I don't know what kills the thing. I've not seen the film. But
Unbelievable.
what I'm saying is, you're thinking of ways to take them out, whereas I'm like, what are the physical attributes of these people, and how would they best counter each other?
You picked a bunch of weaklings. That's what you picked. Your
Like,
entire midfield is now marshaled by a dummy on a trike. You're in no position.
Hang on, what makes you think you can control a wolfman?
What do you mean?
In what way is he going to listen to you?
Same way you pet a dog.
What is this, Teen Wolf in London?
Yeah, this is exactly what this is.
No, he's a werewolf. He's going to go where he wants. And
I think we've established.
And this game is being played in the day. You're screwed if it's not nighttime and a full moon.
I get Pennywise to become the moon by shapeshifting, and then he becomes the Wolfman.
And then Pennywise is taken out, so it's 5v4.
Right. But you've got a dummy on a trike. You're already down to 4.
Pennywise has to spend the match.
You've got a dummy on a trike. You're already down to 4. I say the nun's names. You're down to 3. Xenomorph's getting killed by either Demigorgon or Pennywise, or the Wolfman. Come to think of it, the thing can split into multiples. By the way, so I'd have multiple things on the pitch.
And that would be illegal.
No, why would it be?
Yeah, they'd all have to sit on the side of the pitch, and you can only have one on there at a time.
They'd be so small the ref wouldn't see them. Be little
Then
buggy
they're useless
worm
then, so we're just standing on.
No, they
different parts
go
of the
over
thing.
to Dracula, chew his face apart. He's gone. Michael Myers, don't even get me started.
Dracula will just be swooping in, popping in goals.
Right, okay. Against Thing, who's a shapeshifter, so he becomes really big. Can't get past him.
But you
Michael
won't.
Myers can't move.
You're
You're already
illegal move. This is why the Thing is an illegal player.
It's not a
You've just
legal
pointed
player.
out
It was on the
exactly
list.
why.
You could have picked
'Cause he's
him. In fact, you could have picked him first.
He could
You
just.
didn't.
Oh, I could just make 100 players out of that one thing. Well, then
Yeah.
it's illegal. How can you do that?
I think we've established that by your saltiness that I've won this little game.
No,
we
I think
played.
we've established that I was looking at the physical attributes of each person we picked. You were looking at ways that I can remove your team and inflate the opinion of mine.
Hey man, if you just take the loss. Just take the loss. It's fine.
There is no loss in. My team would absolutely slap all over yours.
I'm not sure it would. I think your team is easily defeated by multiple ways in which I've outlined already very, very succinctly.
For the 5 listeners, I would like in the comments, right?
Oh, absolutely. Pick your best. Pick
not
the team.
necessarily
Whose
pick the
team do
best
you think
team.
would win? Whose team do you think would win?
But I'm saying pick who you think would win based on physical attributes.
100%. I agree with that. I agree with that.
He can multiply into thousands of people, and then I've got 1,000 players.
I agree.
On the team.
I want people to pick who you think the best team that we picked is. So Michael Myers, Xenomorph, Beetlejuice, Jigsaw / Dummy, or Dracula against the Thing, the Demigorgon, the Wolfman, Pennywise, and the Invisible Man. Which do you think is better, Zeke or Zook? I think I can tell by your salty. Your saltiness level determines how well I've won. And I think
It's not salty though. It's just like you've taken it for a completely an
your
angle
tears.
I
I
would
can
not have
taste your.
gone down.
I can taste your tears.
There's no tears.
Anyway, I
Do
think
you know,
that's
do you know why? Because I'm not invested in this enough. Plus, I got
I
sent
did-
this list.
yeah.
I got sent this list that was here's 50 names. Pick a team out of them. You've been thinking about this for a week.
I can neither confirm nor deny if I've been thinking about it. In fact, I picked it off the cuff actually on the podcast. I wrote the list, but I didn't pick who I was going to pick on my team until you did it. So there you
You
go.
were going to quit. You said this was a quiz.
I have a quiz if you want to do a quiz as well. In fairness, or do you want to just end it there because you're salty?
We can end it. We can save a quiz for next week.
Let's save a quiz for next week. It's a Halloween themed quiz, but it's fine. We'll save it. I think you've had enough. Well, I'm all fill up from my salt that I've gone from your tears, so I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much for listening to
the words of Nick Offerman.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening to the podcast, people, suffering through it. I appreciate to listening to it. Much appreciated. Check out any of the Zekeism YouTube channels. I'm on socials as well. Zekeism or Zekeism Media. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter, X, whatever you call it. Instagram as well, and obviously YouTube. I do have extra channels. I've got Zekeism for the film and TV stuff. I've got Zekeism podcast, which I do with my friend Zook here. And also Zekeism Wrestling channel and gaming channel. Please check out any content. We really do appreciate it. Zook, you have socials now as well. Do you want to plug it?
Yep. On Twitter /X, Zook is Malarkey. at Zekeism.
I'll put it on the screen as well. On the
Malarkey
YouTube
spelled
channel.
Malarkey.
I'll add your social as well onto the bio on the podcast channel on YouTube, so people can go find you there as
That'll
well.
be good. Love to hear from the fans.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it. Take care. Have a happy Halloween, and see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye bye.